Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Dark Knight Studios coming at you with my predictions for tonight's WWE Pay-Per-View, WWE Payback. Yes, 1 week after SummerSlam. Let me start off with a couple of matches I think could be added that have not been on there. I think with Aleister Black's heel turn on Raw this past Monday night, attacking Kevin Owens, I could see Aleister Black versus Kevin Owens added to the show, and if it happens, Aleister Black will get the win. I also could see one of two matches also being announced for the show, or both. I could see a rematch, a test match for the Raw or SmackDown Tag Team Championships. If it's the Raw Tag Team Championship, I could see the team of Andrade and Angel Garza getting another shot at the titles. And if they do, I see them walking away as champions. But I don't think that match is going to be on there. I think they may wait and save that for another team getting a shot at the titles at Clash of Champions next month. I have an inkling theory that I know who's going to become the next tag team champions, and I do not believe it to be Andrade and Angel Garza. There could also be a SmackDown Tag Team Championship match between Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura, the champions, against two members of Lucha House Party. If that happens, I see Cesaro and Nakamura retaining the titles and Kalisto turning heel on the other two members of Lucha House Party, starting a feud. I could also see some kind of match for the Intercontinental Championship since, spoiler, Sami Zayn returned on SmackDown this past Friday night. I could see him going one-on-one against Jeff Hardy, champion versus champion, with the winner becoming the official Intercontinental Champion. Or I could see there being some kind of triple threat between the two of them and AJ Styles. So either way, I expect Jeff Hardy to walk out Intercontinental Champion if it happens. Now, on to the actual matches for the pay-per-view. We have a pre-show match. Women's tag team match between the newly reformed Riot Squad, Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott, and the team of the Iconics. This will play into a prediction for later on down the line at this pay-per-view. But I predict the Riot Squad to win and become probably the number one contenders to the Women's Tag Team Championships, where I see them winning the titles at Clash of Champions and going on a decent run, hopefully till at least until TLC, maybe Royal Rumble, or maybe Elimination Chamber when they put the titles on the line in an Elimination Chamber match. You know, give them a good 3 or 4 months as champion. Then we have a one-on-one match. Big E versus Sheamus. We've had this match on SmackDown, which Big E won. Then this past Friday night on SmackDown, Big E and Heavy Machinery defeated Sheamus and The Miz and John Morrison. So I could see Sheamus stealing a victory here, but I'm going with Big E continuing his singles run. And I have a feeling I know where it's going to end, and that will play into the main event of Payback. I will get into that here shortly. Next match has been added, Matt Riddle versus King Corbin. Easy, Matt Riddle's going to get the win. Next match, we have a tag team match. We have Rey and Dominic Mysterio against Seth Rollins and Murphy. Well, Rollins has pretty much had the upper hand throughout this entire feud. He beat Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules, the horror show. Beat Dominic at SummerSlam. So in this one, I think Dominic and Rey Mysterio walk away with the victory. Then we get into a match that I'm actually looking forward to because I think it's going to be a good one. We have Keith Lee versus Randy Orton. I'm leaning towards Orton winning the match, but I could see Keith Lee winning via Drew McIntyre costing Orton the match. Next, we get into a match that I think there's some things that could go down. We have the United States champion Apollo Crews defending the championship against Bobby Lashley, who I am assuming is having MVP and Shelton Benjamin in his corner. So I could see Apollo Crews having Ricochet, Cedric Alexander, and Mustafa Ali in his corner. But I see a swerve happening here. I think Cedric Alexander will turn on Apollo Crews, taking out Ricochet and Mustafa Ali, along with the help of MVP and Shelton Benjamin. Apollo Crews will get distracted. Bobby Lashley will make him tap out. And Bobby Lashley will win his second United States Championship. And Cedric Alexander will have his heel turn, and he will officially join the Hurt Business. And the way I could see it going down is I could see Bobby Lashley being the United States champion, MVP kind of being the manager, and I could see Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. This is going to play into my Clash of Champions. I can see Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander getting a shot at the Raw Tag Team titles at Clash of Champions and walking away as champions. So I see Lashley, by the end of Clash of Champions, Bobby Lashley will be United States champion, and two of the three men in between Cedric Alexander, MVP, or Shelton Benjamin will be Raw Tag Team champions. I think MVP will more be a manager, and then Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander will become Tag Team champions. Then we get into the Women's Tag Team Championship match, and this is where the Riot Squad win comes in. Bayley and Sasha Banks, the golden role models, should I say SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley and Sasha Banks defend the Women's Tag Team Championship against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Originally, I had Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax winning, but then I thought, no, I think Sasha Banks will get the win for her team because Shayna Baszler and Nia will not be able to coexist. They'll get into it, and Sasha will probably roll up Nia Jax for the 1, 2, 3. And Bayley and Banks will retain, setting up a title defense at Clash of Champions where Bayley and Sasha finally lose the titles to the Riot Squad. Then to our main event, triple threat, no holds barred match for the Universal Championship. Newly crowned champion The Fiend Bray Wyatt, who just won the title literally a week ago at SummerSlam, versus Braun Strowman versus the newly returned heel Roman Reigns, who is now joined with Paul Heyman, which makes things a little interesting. I actually am enjoying this heel Reigns because fans have been wanting it for so long, and I actually have enjoyed it. I like it. He's come back. He's huge. He's ripped. He's monstrous looking. But here's one of two ways this match is going to end. One, The Fiend pins Braun Strowman to retain, and that sets up a match at Clash of Champions where Roman Reigns finally wins the title, and we have The Fiend turn babyface into a face. And then Roman Reigns goes on to hold the title until WrestleMania, where he will lose it to Royal Rumble winner Big E, who will win the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 37. Just like the year prior, Kofi Kingston won the title 2 years prior, Kofi Kingston won the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 35. And so either The Fiend pins Strowman to retain the title, or Roman Reigns pins Strowman and walks out as champion and holds it until WrestleMania again, where I think he loses it to Big E. But that is my thoughts and predictions on this. Please, if you like the video, comment down below, and if you can, subscribe to the channel. This is Dark Knight Studios saying bye.